told you about how it's a double whammy amid the existing double whammy of air pollution and toxic froth in Yamuna. That is, now the national capital is seeing a spike in vector-borne diseases. MCD sources reported 4,061 cases of dengue with 3 confirmed deaths. The national capital is also seeing an uptick in malaria cases, which have reached 709, while chikungunya has affected 151 individuals. All right, so we just told you the double whammy, and now this is clearly a triple threat angle. So clearly life for people living in the national capital is only getting bad, considering the fact that on one hand, you're looking at a situation where they're not able to breathe in terms of the AQI only increasing, or whether you're talking about Delhi NCR residents about having to combat water pollution because of the froth. And now it's the health scare that has come into effect, considering the fact that we're not just talking about dengue, we're also talking about malaria, an uptick in those cases, and chikungunya cases being reported as well. Isha Mishra, my colleague, joins me for more. Isha, this is quite concerning also because you're looking at this massive uptick. More importantly, for citizens at the moment, they'll have to be more vigilant. But what's the latest that you can tell us? Any directives to combat the situation?
Right, definitely this is more than double whammy for the people in the national capital because there is a toxic foam to deal with, there is air pollution to deal with, and there is also dengue, malaria and chikungunya to be careful of. In fact, more cases will order. It's also been suggested that in the coming few days there are more cases that can also be reported, because the reportage of these cases is now going up inside the MCD. They are making more efforts to make sure that these cases actually come to light. That is coming from the MCD. But beyond that, more hospitalizations are also taking place, and also 3 deaths have taken place. And the 4,000 number is actually pretty high. And in the last 2 months of this year, it is expected that this number may actually even cross 8,000 to 9,000. Cases may even go above that number, which is extremely alarming at the moment. But definitely a difficult time for people in the national capital, because cleanliness being one of the major concerns here. The Aam Aadmi Party definitely needs to ramp up their efforts to clean the national capital. In fact, even wherever we report from, we realize that the MCD has somewhat been unsuccessful in keeping Delhi clean, making sure that actually this is not a breeding ground for mosquitoes. But definitely the MCD needs to step up and make sure that these vector-borne diseases can actually be combated within a proper fashion.
Right, Isha. Thank you very much for getting us more as to far as what we're given to understand with the concerning situation. But for the moment, we leave it at that. Time for a